All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Citizens of YouTube, Pastor Dowell. Now, I got a very interesting broadcast we're going to be talking about tonight. Hold Fast Wednesdays. Tonight, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Man, I hope y'all be there. Myself and Pastor Mir are going to be talking about some important stuff, lately. And by the way, if you're not part of my Patreon channel, look down in the description over here and consider coming over to my Patreon channel, and because we get a little bit more personal over there. Y'all may want to go over and listen to some of the stuff that we have over on Patreon, because it's really, really good. But nevertheless, hey, I had, again, someone send me an offering thanking me. Now, they're not even part of the ministry. They just telling me they thanking me for the wisdom that I've imparted over the years, because they now have a home and 5 acres of land. They have cattle. They have all this stuff. And guess what? They're saying more than anything. We are debt-free. All because we followed your advice. Look at this. 20 years ago. And now we don't have to work as hard out here because our cost of living is minimum compared to what it would normally be if we would have never ran across your channel and didn't follow your advice. But because we are obedient, here at Pastor Dowell, here's a $2,000 offering. Ain't that something? Hallelujah. Ain't that glory? Ain't that something? Had an interruption there for a moment, but I actually like to say that you ought to be commended for those of you who've actually followed my lead concerning his living. Because I tell you right now, being in these population centers, if some natural disaster hit, some tornado or hurricane, and you got to depend on the insurance company, or you got to depend on the benevolence of the government, and how's it working for you? Man, it's bad. It's really, really bad. But, the beautiful thing about creating your own life away from the system, I mean, there's so many benefits. Because you have to understand, it benefits the system for everybody to be out here living individually, paying their own individual light bill, rent, and all this other stuff. But even if people decided to actually buy 50, 100 acres of land or whatever it may be, and if they decided to parcel it off, put homes and stuff like on it and stuff like that, and live in the type of community and be around the people that they will want to be around in, have the same goals, dreams, and ambitions, you can't beat it. Especially if the people were, it's a little bit different this generation. It's a lot of lazy folks. There's a lot of people that have their hand out wanting a lot of things, but they don't understand that the blessing of the Most High Yah usually comes through the labor of your hands, the labors of your hands. And being a content creator simply ain't going to cut it, because YouTube can pull the plug on you anytime. You can think that you have everything down pat as far as a content creator goes, and they done made a new policy, and next thing you know, you're canceled, or they done took away your livelihood if you depend on content creating. But, I've been doing this thing that I've been doing here for about, 27 years. Longer than that, though, because I actually been doing it 3 or 4 years before that. I was just too busy working jobs and stacking money. And I tell you what, I've learned a lot of things, and that's been a benefit for me. If I can just try to humbly run this down again, and I'm still learning. And you know the reason why I'm still learning? Because I have not reached my ceiling yet. I have not reached the top of my ceiling, or, I'm tapped out. And building your own home and growing your own food has got to be one of the greatest satisfactions of accomplishment that a man or a woman could experience. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine living 30 years, 40 years on this earth, and you don't owe nobody no rent or no mortgage? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the blessing of that? Man. So anyway, hey, I appreciate you sending a shout out to me. Appreciate you writing the letter. Appreciate the offering. I definitely do. And with that said, I'm not going to take too much more time out of your day. I've been in the shop early this morning, again all this week, building custom cabinets, because that's something I learned how to do years ago. But I've been doing that, and been doing it diligently, trying to make sure I stay the course so we can get a lot done, so we can move on to the next thing. Trying to get a house accomplished, trying to get it finished. Glory to the King. Because after 27 years of laboring in his vineyard, building homes for others and doing for others. I've been working on my house the last 3 or 4 years. And I thank the Father for it. Now I get to go ahead and once I get it finished and accomplished, get to check that off my bucket list. And get to hopefully live out the rest of my days in peace, which I'm doing that anyway. And enjoying the Most High Yah, enjoying the community, enjoying my brothers and sisters, especially enjoying my family. Hallelujah. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Because you think about that. How many people you know that go out there and you've seen them, especially the housing crash, man, if people's around during then. You seen them, they go out there and they 17 years paying mortgage on a home. Interest rates went through the roof. People couldn't afford their arm loan that they got on the house. Interest rates really low then. But boy, when that interest rate started going up and it's based on that arm loan, man, it messed a lot of people up. It messed a lot of people up, and a lot of people lost their homes. Not only lost their homes, but then when the economy started to fail, they lost their jobs. So 17, 18 years, you've been spending all this money on a mortgage. And then just like that, your job is gone. And we got to stop talking like that. Their job is gone. You work there. It's gone. Gone. And when that job is gone, man, your home is gone. And where do you go from there? Do you go to your family? Do you have another place to go? You're going to have to downsize. It's just hectic. But if people would have done things the way that Pastor Dowell told them to, whoo, man, you would have been sitting pretty right now.